Spatchcock! All right, today, welcome to Smoking with Dude. We are smoking or spatchcocking a chicken. Now, what is a spatchcock? I don't know. I've never done it. I've never spatchcocked anything. So I looked it up. I had to Google it. Spatchcock is a word deriving from the 1800s, where spatch means to kill. You want to kill the cock. And I was like, what? We're going to do what? Well, cock is a rooster. Settle down. Settle down! So, we've got a chicken. We're going to spatchcock that thing. Basically, I don't know why they don't say like fillet it or anything like that, but you know, I'm going to try and do this. So, if I can get this camera, oh, look, there it is. Now, this knife is not the sharpest, but you're supposed to cut down the side of the, what is this called? The back. And some people say you can just cut it with a sharp knife. Now, this knife is not that sharp, and the bird might be kind of frozen. So I'm gonna try it. And then some people take out the breastbone. I think I'm going to get out my scissors. And we're gonna cut around that thing. See if this works. So far, so good. Got one side done. Trying to hurry so you can just whip it out here. Yeah, it's definitely frozen. Bam! Look at that. We've got a back. We've got a chicken back. All right, we're gonna turn it over and we're gonna press down on it. Live! You can kind of feel it kind of crack a little bit. Now, tuck those wings underneath there. Bum, 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 bum. Spatchcock. All right, I think we're cocked. We're cocked and loaded. So what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of olive oil, I think, as a binder today. So I'm actually gonna dry it off. Let's dry it off. It's still a little frozen, honestly, but I gotta get it on the grill. So I'm running out of time today. All right, dried the bird. I took out those little breast bones the best I could. I'm going to, basically, we're gonna rub a little bit of olive oil all over the bird. We're gonna flip it over. And we're gonna call that good. Gonna rub it in, give it a little massage. Come on, baby, tenderize. You know you want to be tender. Okay, that's about it. Now I'm gonna get some seasonings. All right, seasoning. I just went to Ace Hardware. I picked up some Dirty Bird. Woo! Cosmos. I picked up some Lambert's Sweet Rub of Mine. It's a little bit more porky. And I picked up some Meat Church Holy Voodoo. Now, this was recommended to me by no other than my good buddy, ChatGPT. So, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save these two. I'm gonna save this for a pork butt. I'm gonna save that to try out another day. And today, we're gonna do some of this Meat Church. Now, I've never used this stuff before. Is it gonna be good? I don't know. It says it apply liberally. So that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna put it everywhere. I'm gonna flip that thing over. Now, some people I've read online season the backside, some don't. I'm going to. So there we go. I'm just going to put it all over. Right? See if we can mop some up off the whatever. And now we've got a spatchcocked, seasoned bird. So that feels a little bit wonky to me compared to stuff I've seen online. Maybe I spatchcocked it too much. I don't know, but I'm gonna wash my hands again because I shouldn't have touched it so much. So I'm gonna add another dusting over the top of that. Then I think what I'm gonna do is, just for some color, I am going to add some paprika on the top because I like that little redness it gives. And then I'm just gonna call that good. I'm gonna let that sit for a few minutes while I eat some lunch. Sorry, while that rests, I'm going to, here's what it looks like. See that? Hopefully that was in frame. I'm gonna, while that chills out for a minute, I'm going to eat my Jimmy John's unwich. And I'm gonna let that go for about half an hour, then I'm gonna start the grill. I don't even know how long this is gonna take. My plan is put it at 250, put it on the grill, go to about 140 or so. When the temperature reaches 140, crank it up to like 350, try and crisp it up a little bit more, and then take it up to that 165, then pull it. And then I'll probably pair that with some asparagus tonight, and that is going to be my plate for this evening. So let's get going. All right, I changed my mind. We got a full hopper full of pellets, and I'm going to do this. This is the Weber Searwood 600 XL. I'm going to put it on 180. That's a SmokeBoost. And I don't know, I was gonna put that chicken right up here on the top shelf. So I think I'm gonna try and SmokeBoost it for 45 minutes or so. Kind of want to get some smoke in there. Then I'm gonna turn it up to a low, like, maybe like a 250. And then we'll kind of go. It's, this is my first time, dude. So it's 1:20. I kind of want to eat dinner around 4:35 because we have a wedding to go to tonight. So, I don't even know how long this is going to take, but we're going to do it. Here's what it looks like. All seasoned up, resting on the board, that nice big cutting board. That is going to go on the smoke. You're going on the smoke. Smoke is rolling. We're at that SmokeBoost temperature. We're going to try and, our probe is inserted. Attempt to get this on the grill without murdering everything here. Oh yeah, nope. Right, so that doesn't fit all that well. So I think I'm gonna try and turn it. Put it about like that. Probe is down in here. And we're gonna let it go for about 45 minutes or so. See how that does. All right, it's been about 45 minutes. I'm gonna just turn this thing up to 250. And I really want to peek. Do I peek? They say you shouldn't peek. I just want to peek. Oh my gosh, I'm so curious. Oh, baby. I had to peek. I had to look. I had to do it. The chicken's at 88, 87 internal. I'm doing up to 250, and we're going to go till we hit about 140. Then I'm going to crank it up to 350 to crisp the skin. That's what I'm doing. And we'll let it go. All right. My butter is kind of melted, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to dip that rosemary in there. I'm going to kind of just dab it. Just a little dab will do you, right? Gonna put some of that good butter on that, and I'm sure I'm gonna do it a few times and see how that goes. A little rosemary bomb. I know it needs to go longer. I just want to get the first little bit on there. Oh my gosh. Okay, now the butter's all melted, so I'm just gonna like grab a bunch of this stuff. Boom, there we go. Sorry for my camera skills. They're not the best. Not a good one-man show, you know? But this thing's coming up to temperature quick, so I kind of want to, I think I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, we've got juicy butterness all over that bird. Oh, yep, it's looking good. Come on. Holy shnikes, dude. All right, this says that I'm at 160, so I would pull it, but let me just check a couple of, oh yeah, that says I'm at 163. That's at 160. Ooh, that's much higher in the thigh. Oh my, dude, can you see the juice just coming out of there? All right, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna mop it. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna dump it. Oh, I can smell the rosemary goodness. Eat you. All right, I'm just gonna leave it on for like a couple more minutes and I'm just gonna come pull it. I'm gonna go get my cutting board and stuff. So while I do that, it's just gonna rest. Yo! All right, we're gonna do it. First things first, out comes the probe. That can just hang out over there. I'm gonna try to, oh, come on. See that? Baby. Let me shut it down. All right, like a little bit dripped on my finger, and I am excited. All right, check this out. Man, I'm excited. Even better, I got an ice cold Coke Zero. Look at it. Would you look at how freaking delicious that looks? If you're not jealous, I don't know what to tell you. That is beautiful. And I'm gonna let it rest. And while I'm doing that, I'm starting to boil some water over here. What's gonna go in that pot of boiling water is asparagus. 4 minutes. Don't overcook it. 4 minutes, boil it, butter it, good. Oh, my little spatchcock. All right, I may have spatchcocked it up. So I pulled the chicken off, it was resting, and I was working on the asparagus, and I started probing it again to see if it was rising, and it wasn't, it was actually falling. So it wasn't reaching the 165 or even a 162. It was kind of like, I don't know what, it was like cooling off. So maybe my probe was not in a great spot. So I threw it back on the grill. But the problem is, while that's doing its thing, trying to get up to the real temperature, I already made the perfect asparagus. So now it's gonna be sitting there waiting to go with the spatchcockery. So I don't know. We're gonna give it a few minutes. We're gonna get it up to temperature, pull it off, rest it a minute, serve it up. We're gonna eat it. No matter what, we're gonna eat that thing. But hopefully it's tender, moist, and juicy. All right, so I put the chicken back on, pulled it off again. It got up to temperature pretty quick. Here it is. We're gonna cut into it. Let's cut into it. I don't know if this knife is very sharp, but let's try it out. This should peel right off. Look at that. Oh, all right. Oh, there's one thigh. Well, that one came off a clean sweep. Let's check out these little wingies. Leave the wings over here. Skin is nice and crispy. These wings feel a little bit dried out, but let's see how that part does. Well, let's see if we can get one of these breasts off. All right, I had a little bit of cleaning up with some bones to do, but let's just cut a little piece here. I think that some of you are gonna say, you shouldn't have put it back on. You're probably right. It's juicy. It looks delicious. Okay. Now, I've never spatchcocked a chicken. That's probably like the best chicken I cooked. I mean, that's breast meat. It's not like dripping in juices because I probably shouldn't have put it back on. I probably should have just let it rest. But it's still juicy. Very tender. The seasoning, oh my gosh. I've definitely eaten like a half a chicken and some asparagus. I'm gonna have to put that in the microwave to heat it up. But for the first time spatchcocking, that's a win. That is a W with chicken hands. That is a chicken hand W. All right, that's it for today. That is a spatchcock chicken. The video went longer because I screwed things up along the way, but that's how we do it. We're learning how to smoke. I've always been a griller. I've never really been a smoker. So we're learning. That's the first time spatchcocking. I think tomorrow I'm gonna smoke a tri-tip. So two smoking shows this weekend. So that was another episode of Smoking with Dude. That was a spatchcock chicken. And I'm gonna wash my hands, serve it up, make a nice dish, and enjoy a delicious dinner. See you next time on Smoking with Dude. Dude out.